Yeah, starting to stream up, and yep, just hitting the dashboard. Do some notifications. Oh, let's see. Let's go to. I guess I'll go to Go Live. Go back down, get to my clipboard. There we go. Where on earth do I have? There it is. Nope. Where are you? I've got to figure out how to clear out some of this crap. There's way too much crap in here. There I am. Anyway, do that one and let's see if we can get a couple more going here. I should show up on, yeah. Yeah, showing up on Luther's Uprising. We gotta love the auto things. I should go on Ray's and do a live rooms. Clipboard. Should be down here in the same spot. Man, I got too much stuff in here. But that'll give me that will give a notification on there. Who else might be good? It's pretty good for now. Spread around. Let's see. I guess I'll let Casey know directly that streaming, messing around. Definitely a smiley face, which is not the first option in the list. There we go, that'll work. He's pretty busy. Hopefully on Friday he's got a little latitude. Goodness, just been text messages. Who else? I think there's anybody else serious on here. Oh no, he fried his recording PC last night. Oh no way, dude. Oh dude. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh dude. Tried to enable a setting in brick. Holy moly. Have to try to get a replacement motherboard. Holy freaking cow. Headgum, man. That's I'm gonna say sorry to hear, man. Yeah, man, sorry to hear that. Golly. Alright, back to stream. phone charging a little bit. Get some water going here. Definitely feeling like having a couple. Oh yeah, get this crazy light going. Put that on the softbox. I need to get a duller dimmer bulb for that softbox so I can just have it on with that general amount of brightness. Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. My ad level seems to be causing people to have to subscribe. I guess that's the idea. Hate doing it to somebody that's contributed so much. Oh man. Fun toy. I had one of these micro philosopher's cone. I had one before. Ended up showing it with batches of stuff to the loft department. I mean, I can tell the way I use compressor that I would enjoy a Cali 76 more, but the 300 plus bucks, dude, hard to cough up. But eventually, if I want to use it in just the general plugged into real amps sort of thing, I'm probably gonna get that or something close to it, because there's just something that, I don't know, something about the real Pultec type compressors. There's just a feel that they have. It's just so good. This one with the blend set about halfway, pretty good. It's a little jumpy up and down, but definitely, man, the ratio of compression, you really don't need the sustain, man, past halfway. This thing's crazy. I was playing this on the screen a couple nights ago. Man, such a cool sounding pedal. That analog chorus, man. It really is something. Just does something to the sound, and pretty versatile. A lot of the gripes about the MXR analog course is that they kind of narrowed the tone a little much, but this model has the treble and bass cutter boost, so you're able to kind of put it, and it has a separate overall level, which I think is actually affecting the wet dry. It has a depth, which has more to do with how deep the LFO goes, but then it has a level, which is how much of the effect. Really pretty darn versatile, man. Sounds good. Oh man. I've got pedals everywhere, everything's a mess. So, that's hence the title. Man. Kind of eating high fiber this morning. Hey there, Swamp, what's happening? Good to see you. Hope your work week is coming to an end. I don't know your line of work though. Sometimes the weekends can even be a thing. No, we can work more 50 here. Yay! What's Coach saying? Used to want to do a series of pedals named after Harry Potter's books, the Philosopher's Stone. You know, yeah. Chambers of Secrets. Goblet of Drivers. Facer of the Phoenix. Billy Crow. Awesome. Yeah, taking in a show, sometimes you like, hey, we need your expertise on something. But oh, as long as I'm getting paid, okay. Well, yep, gotta tend to things. Excellent. Yeah, my little banner text there. Love is the rule. Here or leave. It kind of gets a little bit hard to see in which the text gets up behind it, but yeah, it's there. I may move it back up into the camera shot, because that one's just kind of as a reference of, hey, here's what's going on in the other camera. Yeah, I probably could fix it in real time. Let me go over here, unlock it, and I think I'll just move it up in the shot. Lock it back. Yeah, man. Let's go unlock it. Move it up. Oh dear. I did a thing. Obviously I have it in the wrong order. But I've got it in the chat box. Let's see. That's the... That's the Logitech. So in this one, I need to have it up here. Yeah, I just had to change the order of it. Let me lock it back. Yeah, that's good enough. Makes sense. Easier to read for sure. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah. It's there. Oh yeah, it's well above the camera. The camera was way below in that one. I forget the order of where those are supposed to go. But that'll work. That does the trick. I'm just glad that the chat box is hanging in there. It's like sometimes if you don't have the instance of it set right, it just disappears or changes with the scenes. At least that's hanging in there. I'm glad for that. Like in this one, oh wow, it's hanging in there for the what's on Firefox too. That's Casey's YouTube music player, and then it shows. He has it zoomed so it shows up in the corner what song is playing. I don't think it's it's even on the Be Right Back. Yeah, cool. Excellent. I didn't worry about the Love's the Rule thing on the Be Right Back. Yeah, man. All right, where else? We've had a little bit of snackage. Of course, I ran out of water. a lot of playing and learning to do. Yeah, oh my goodness, you could watch videos forever. It's crazy the amount of stuff you can actually do. I've got a couple of tutorials saved. I'll find a link to it and send it to you in Discord. There's this one Slavic dude that just really helpful. I mean, it's just killer tips on it, and you can just pick and choose the things that you want to use. You don't have to use all of it, but some of it's just so great. It's really helpful, especially with the things you were, kind of wanting to kind of doing your own music show and stuff like that. That way you can kind of pick and choose how it's like, man, I really want this image and this thing to pop up, and the automated stuff. It's just really nice to be able to get the automation to work how you want. And yeah, stuff can help, man. Yeah, man, it helps. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm well above the music on the VU anyway. Just kind of there to fill in a void. I'm gonna be quiet for a second and see if the noise gate wins over. It's trying to. It's like it falls down and then pops back up. I might have I'll turn my desktop audio down to 10. Yeah, that does it. Yeah, it was just the speaker. It was just the audio was tripping it up. Yeah, man. Alright, I'll get some more H2O. We could do that, which is cool looking. KC helped with all that. All those sending me those clear logos and stuff. Very appreciated. Be back in a minute. Back in a minute. Okey doke. Yeah. Kind of what I was up to as well. Gotta grab a coffee. Some man needs this coffee, man. No doubt about it. Yeah, man. I need to rinse the cleaner for this poor thing. It's not switching very well. I'm curious. I have my quilter down low. I want to see if it's see how it's doing. Plus, I want to play for a second. I probably could turn the level up a tiny bit from where it blew. Let me grab Mr. Pine Tully. Tully up, Pine Tully. This ain't cleaning up the shop, but it's what I'm doing at the moment. All right. He's back! Back for the tag, man! Woo! Alright, and we've got our... I like these chords with the little groundy buttons on them. Yeah, there you can see it. When it's not, when it's grounded, pretty much shunted to ground, so it doesn't make any racket. Alright, let's get I better get this cord plugged in here first. I gotta go through a clamp over on the side, so it's a little hard to pull. Alright, get Mr. Battery Power. Just using a pigtail, something quick. We got our clean going through it. It needs cleaner all around. I've been in a smash box. It sounds like kind of sounds like a little bit like a metal muff, or it reminds me a lot of that rough cut sound we wrote. It's just got that. It's not a very tight sound, but it's really cool looking. It just, I mean, it does. Well, it's called Smash Box. It kind of gives you the general idea. Yeah, that one chord in Bad Reputation. Bum. Yeah, D. I wonder if it's tuned to D. Let's see, that would be, ooh, yeah, you could lay it flat. Oh, yeah, that's how they play it. That way the tonic is like really low. With an E, you throw a 9 in there. Yeah, I guess they throw a C in there. But I guess you would just do like the typical. Let me get my bigger cam going. Like cross the C with the G on the bottom. Not hitting the big string. It sounds more like they're just doing a cluster of fourths right there. sense that's how they're playing that? And what would that be? That'd be like an A major. There's your A. Anyway, Smash Boss is kind of fun. A, D. One thing I like about that pedal is it does have a, I call it void, it's got a gate on it. The only reason I was looking at this pedal or had this pedal back out was because that Quilter Cub has got 3 inputs. It's got a tweed voiced input, it's got a blonde voiced input, depending, you know, the 50s and 60s and Fender amp voicings, and then it also has the black, like a black face voicing, which is great for clean because it's got more scoop and way more highs. The tweed's way more mid, so I think right now I have this cable going into the blonde, which is kind of somewhere in the middle. It's a little more flat, but the inputs on those Quilter Cubs are, I was talking to Pat on the phone, Pat Quilter, and he was saying, yeah, he said those are individually buffered. Therefore, each one of those inputs has basically its own preamp. It's treated like its own pedal input. Therefore, it's discrete. You could put a shunting cable in one and still plug in one of the others, and it's not going to harm it because it's got an op amp powering it, each one, so they're discrete. They're going into the same gain circuit and the same limiter circuit. You know, it funnels it down, but it sums it together like an analog summing before it goes into the gain structure. So I have, well, this silly thing. You can see I've got a piece of paper here that I was running called Mini EJ or Eric Johnson rig, because he uses two AB boxes in his rig. One, the output of the first, yeah, see that gate's working. I touch the strings and it goes off. One output of the first AB switch goes to the Fender twin clean amp, like left and right with the reverb going on both of them, but a stereo TC stereo chorus split number, so you can get to the 2 amps with the beautiful chorusing going on in 2 amps. And then, you know, he'll put extra delay on top of that just to give it more ambience and stuff like that. But that's literally off of coming off the guitar into an AB box. It just literally just funnels it off and goes over here. Then the B output of that same AB box will go to another AB box. Now that one will choose between the Marshall, the Marshall Plexi with a tube driver in front of it, and also a tape delay. That's his solo sound. And that son of a bitch is on all the time. Just big old amp up there, but that literally is just funneled off with A/B switches. That's why I said it has some loud kind of pop, boom, bam switching in the front, but it's old school and it's just straight to the source. Here, there, wherever. The second A/B switch, the other side of it, like the B output, goes to more of like the Dumble. I mean, he used has this loud like Keith Richards style rhythm amp. It was using a loud Dumble head, like a steel string singer. I think he's whenever he needs like different backlines, he's gone with like two rocks that have a very similar nature. I think he's used some dual Showman heads, just some kind of loud, big, nice, supple, clean, but tough. Like has a nice kind of tough, bassy breakup to it. You know, classic rock. And that's the amp that would get the fuzz and all that stuff like that. And whenever you hear him playing with like a flanger or whatever, that's going to that amp. That's always going. It's getting all the other stuff. But the cool thing is now he can just switch from his first A/B switch, and it just goes straight to his clean, and whatever he has going in that other channel, just bam, just back and forth. And then if he has a solo sound set up, he just goes straight from clean to solo, or the rhythm sound to the solo sound. Yeah. Pretty handy, man. But I was calling it the mini EJ rig because the Quilter, you could actually set up two A/B switches and get your pedals and stuff arranged. As long as you're dirty, you had a gate, had some kind of. So when you switch away from it, it shuts up the noise. Yeah, then you can have all that going on and it's quiet. And this thing it's not a very concise gate. You can set it like super hard where it starts cutting off. It's still pretty sensitive. Way to be playing the F because you're having to bar it because it's tuned down. Hold on to them. And the open G becomes a 9. It has more growls with them. Oh, awesome. Hey, yeah, hey Mark, how you doing? I'm supposed to be cleaning up the shop. What does John end up doing? Playing distortion. I had all this stupid pedals on the table. I need to clean up stuff, but then I get to explain things. Yeah, Swamp Fox followed you. He's definitely a guitar fan, and he's a pillar in the music industry, man. He does special effects for a lot of big acts, man. Thankful to know him, man. Playing this silly Ibanez Smashbox. I need to run some cleaner through it. It's not really switching that well. Swampy or Doug was playing classic tunes last night and stuff, and so we were just talking about stuff, and things were queuing up, and I was like, oh man, my favorite song by them is this or that, and one of them was Rough Cut, which is what I was playing. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that sort of thick sound that they have. There was one song, Bad Reputation, that just starts with a really cool suspended. It's real suspended sounding. C'est la vie. Fun. Picking up Lynch and King's X, man. That's a cool tune. What's the sound it reminds me of? Cool, man. You can tell this kind of sounds way different than my sort of plexi sounding Stony that I'm always playing. This is just that's a clean sound, you know. This is that quilter. You know, usually I'm playing some kind of some sort of split sound. But even the split sound, it's like. And I'm like, oh, it sounds pretty. Drop D. And if that would be like D major, so that would be the same key as B minor. Yep. Oh wow, how would I get to the, I don't know. Instead of playing those there, I can play them up here. That's the chord I was playing before. Oh yeah. Nice. Of course, the other tunes are just kind of banging through. I've got the desktop audio down really low in my speakers. Of course, it's just there, just needling away. I did turn it down on the browser some, so it's not hitting quite as hard as it was. All this is well and good and fun and all that, but I got cleaning up to do, and we can all hang out and lurk about and do stuff while we're getting stuff done. That's what we're all supposed to be, getting stuff done. Put my little battery pigtail over here. It can keep batterying up, being a battery. The pedal probably just wants to be used, and then it probably would start working if I used it. Stuff stays in drawers for years and years. Alrighty. I got a couple of these Neutrix, I forget what model this is, but it's got has the barrel shunt. So when you take it out, it dead short, so it makes no noise. I mean, I've got that on this one, but this one wouldn't fit in some jacks because of the size of the barrel on it. Wouldn't fit some tellies, especially if the electro socket was set with a couple of the jack was backed off, so it was more like a funnel. You know, that just wouldn't get in there. It wouldn't push the button. I'm not sure. I mean, this one reaches pretty far. Still, yeah, I mean, you still only have that much depth, but they go pretty far. Pretty far. I mean, probably just bump into the outside flange of the electro socket. I'll end up testing that at some point, because there's a lot of people do their electro sockets with the jack completely funneled, so that, you know, it's like a funnel guides the tip of the plug into the jack without looking. Oh, well, it's sometimes on the gamer schedule, it's hard to get enough sleep. life pops back up, and the sun comes up, and parents are banging on the door like, oh, what are you doing? Get in here, deep breath. You know, and you're just like, oh, let me sleep. Totally, man. And sometimes we just get run down, man. It's easy to do. Easy to do, man, to get just run down in general. I need to clean up my pedal mess. Had fun jamming on that the other night. Analog chorus, man. Killer sounding. 10 hours. Oh, man. Yeah. Sometimes you're fighting off infections and allergies and stuff too, man. And you know, like, it's, even though you're still you're really young, you're whenever your circadian rhythms get off because of gaming, it's sometimes it's hard to get into do bad. Yeah, allergies, man. Sometimes it really runs your system down. Like, you need all the sleep you can get just to kind of to heal things, and it's hard to get all your systems firing again. And that's why I mentioned it as circadian rhythms. You get yourself kind of back. You can even do a gamer schedule like a middle of the night, but as long as you're routine. That's one thing I do respect about Monkey. He's pretty routine about his sleep schedule, and well, yeah, always keeping him up. But as we get older, man, we need a consistent routine. Otherwise, dude, it's hard to heal from things. It's just hard to feel good. You gotta eat good. I mean, you gotta get your supplements. And like me, you need to exercise. I need to exercise. I hurt so bad that it's like, I don't wanna, everything hurts. It's like, well, it's not gonna stop hurting. It's like no pain, no gain. It's not really a lie. It's true. Sometimes things gotta hurt to feel better, to get in. You're asking your system to do things, then you have to be consistent in what you ask it to do to get results. This little guy's got a box out. This is a yellow comp. I should. Well, the box actually may be back in that drawer back there. Whatever. I'm just gonna drop it in here for now. This is a really cool fuzz pedal that I OKC for. I need to get more jobs done and get that accounted for. Very cool though. We were playing his Strat in it a few months back into that, and I was immediately inspirational sounding. Very cool. Really cool tube screamer pedal or version of a circuit, or a tube screamer circuit that CK Labs here in Denton made for me. God, it sounds good. Need to go through and mess with pedals, go through things and just show differences. Also, why I need to get cables and mics and stuff going into the what's that thing called? The Motu, the Mark of the Unicorn Traveler interface that gets some more stuff going in the interface. Solder, cleaning the solder tip. So I can have just cleaner overall audio instead of the poor conference mic trying to pick up everything. I got check this out. got a Shure, I forget what model this is, but it's a, the neat thing about it is it's got it's a Shure, you know, close proximity headset mic to help me with my mumble smithing, and USB dongle straight off of the, this uses a couple AA batteries. It's supposed to last like 20 hours. I should get like 4 or 5 streams out of this out of a couple batteries, which is not bad. This will be good for whenever I want to play loud amps. The proximity of where I'm speaking so close to this, and if I'm playing loud, this being a good mic will pick them up and sound pretty good. Or I also can mic those and have the levels down, and that way you get direct sound off of each amp or whatever. But I could just play loud through that too, so pretty neat. I need to get this thing going, try it out along with all the other John needs to do things. All right, I'll figure out where I'm putting the compressor pedal into the mix of things soon, but for now it's going back in its little box. Like we say, we gotta get some stuff straightened out in here, man. I'm just gonna save the bag for it, and the info down in here. Oh yeah, that's the. Is that the? No, it's actually just regular Velcro. I'm gonna put it off to the side. Same with the bag. I'm not gonna get rid of the bag. I think I'll actually put this face down, foam face down, and just put this in face down. Easier to plop it out in my hand whenever I want to use it. Alright, put that safely in the hole. One more object out of the way for the moment. I think I'm gonna put tube driver thing back in the bottom model bag. I gotta leave these delay pedals out for the moment. Sitting up on the table, being just fine how they are. The number one thing I need to do is just get back to my peeps guitars, because I've got stuff so overdue. It's just mind-boggling. I wonder. I mean, yeah, nobody else does anything at the level I do around here, so they wait on me, but I can't. I don't know why. Sometimes it takes so long. It's ridiculous. I know why, but I shouldn't make them have to wait that long. Is the thing. Alright, I'll just leave that silly page open over here. Alright, these cables, because I have pedals off of the table. I can get these cables off the table. It's a little bit foolish to just drop this batch of cables. I think I'm just gonna hang them on the the table clamp over here. But at least they're up where I can grab them and start to organize to plug things in. Alright. Let's go let some of that coffee out. This is kind of what I'm thinking. Because it's coming out whether I let it out or not. It's got a mind of its own at the moment. It's just gonna do what it's gonna do, baby. Oh, my heart. Oh man, let's see. Let's go test our thing. I'll turn up my speakers so you can hear the. I don't think you guys can hear it except for picked up on the mic, which will be a problem because if I'm using that headset mic, it's really not gonna. My proximity level of my speech is gonna be so much louder. It's not. You're not gonna hear much other than what I'm saying. So I'll have to work that out on the alerts. Assign them a different way. What am I doing here? Exclamation. Hey, see if you guys can hear it. There you go. Anyways, it just does that Billy Bob Thornton sling blade. That's funny. But even when I've got this down really low, down about 10, I still can hear it. Yes, sirree. All right. I'd say the number one thing for me to do is get I'll just get that battery plugged in, make sure it's not touching anything metal. Put it over here in front of the monitor. This is a USB jumper, which I'm just gonna put back with that headset mic. I may end up using this LED light here in a minute looking at guitar, but I'm gonna shine it on. Hey, it's Assist. Thank you for coming and checking us out, man. And Sebastian, what? All the peeps are saying hi. carries Yamaha, apparently. Man, I need to get his stuff done too. I'm doing pretty good, man. Just doing some. I ended up I had pedals all out, and I was just like, oh no. I ended up playing for about 30 minutes. You couldn't help it. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go grab a guitar, see what we can do. This is grab a plastic nut off of something. Let's see. I wonder what we should do that. Trash can. Trash can. Right. Let's go looking for guitars in here. Alright. Jacob's thing here. Let's see. I'm so behind on so many things. It doesn't really matter what I'm grabbing right now. You bet I'm behind on it. Let's look at this. The Rickenbacker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright. Put all the stuff in here that I can find. Yeah, man. Rick 12 string. I guess this is the original one, or I remember. Seems like we were making one with closer spacing. I thought we had a completely separate bridge tube. Is he just wanting me to get the original? I don't know. It has. Looks to me like it's got slots in it. Huh. I'll have to hit him up again, find out, you know, update. What are we doing with this again? What's our plan? Cool tailpiece. Chrome plate that the both strings hook in one hole. It's got enough of a slot there that it'll accommodate the two of them. Hangs there. Pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. I've had this entirely too long. Sometimes this is what happens too, man. I'm like, yeah, let's get some work done. Wow, what does he want done with it? It's like, just like, it's like a start from scratch again. Like, what's he want done? Like, I thought I was slotting a new bridge that, but this is, Am I missing some parts or something? Let me go look. Oh, doing good. Hope you're good too, yeah. Oh man. I'm gonna go look in the case again. Man, already, I'm pretty good. Polished quad, bag, keys and case. This is just a bag with the case candy type stuff. Nothing but generic info. As far as I well, I should look in the other. I have a Squire baritone of his. Let's go look in there. See if like extra parts are hanging out in this case. Completely possible after all this time. Baritone. Nope, no extra parts. It was worth a look. Yeah. So that's how some of this stuff gets backburnered. Oh yeah, hey Zep, what's happening, man? Looking at guitars and stuff. I was completely under the impression that oh wow, Ace Anderson, what's happening? Yeah, man. Let's get a closer look at things because my camera's can't decide what it wants to focus on. There it goes. I was under the impression that I was going to be slotting like a brand new ABM bridge or something, but this has obviously got slots in the saddles. So same thing with the nut. This being a new nut, it's already got coarse spacing cut in it, which was one of the things. But that's also like you need to get back into this and find out. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. Florida vacation is not a bad thing. But it's already got string coarse spacing on it. And it does have the larger string on top like it's supposed to for Ricks. Didn't have a nut on here, so what is this a brand new nut? It's time for me to start distorting the shot with my LED light. It's a little scratchy. But smooth on the back. Doesn't really look like it's been glued on the bottom. I'm pretty sure this must be a fresh replacement. Yeah, man, thank you. Mad cows. Yes, sir. Yeah, what is good for bikini lines are pretty good in Florida. Can't make up my mind if this is been on this guitar or not. I'm just gonna keep on looking. See if it fits between where the name badge is, and it does not. So, Not that the name badge on the front couldn't be put on without the nut and be too far forward, so let's futz with that. Make up our mind. Daytona Beach. I like these straight head Philister heads. Looking screws. It's like a barrel shape. Goodness gracious, that poor camera. I'm just here. I'll shine the light on the ceiling and it'll give it like a lit. There we go. It's got enough to function at least. Yeah, I'm gonna have to camera up, man. That's the thing, is the zooming's just not very quick. Quick on the draw. Alright, let's get some light back over in the general area where I'm at. $15 hours non-stop. I guess you're gonna get it done, right? The more quicker you get it done, then you can get on with the vacationing. Alright. Get this light right up in the middle of what I'm looking at. I'm going to compare this with we use a old dull cricket blade as a surrogate string just to check slots and where they are in relationship. Oh yeah, like almost a 16th above the frets. But yeah, if this ever was on this guitar, it was the worst. It would have been the worst setup of all time. So yeah, this is good. Which also makes sense why it's so shiny on the bottom and kind of not quite flat and doesn't look like it's been adjusted to the height it needs to be at. So I'll probably take a fair amount off the bottom of that and get them at least in the ballpark. That way there's not ridiculous amounts of nuts sticking up above the strings to start with. Yeah, Nazareth, right? Yeah, I mean rocking your way through the South, man. Not bad. Yeah, sweet. 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 Yowza, my man, yowza. The width of the nuts, dang, it's pretty much perfect. Now, to be fair, Matt, who this belongs to, he's quite a fabricator. He's really good at stuff. So he may have got this in the ballpark of what he wanted, or the sides or whatever. These dimensions on these are pretty set though, so I mean you can sell a pretty close aftermarket, quality aftermarket product, and it line up pretty well. So. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, my man here would like to do some recording with this bad boy, which, what if nothing else, sounds like a Rick, especially a Rick 12. Pretty killer, man. get it going, set up, playing good. I don't know if he's got the truss rods backed off at all. It has no strings on it, of course. Yeah, it definitely has some back bow in it. Nothing crazy though. They're multi-piece maple necks, and I think they have the walnut down the middle. Really good stout necks. Double truss rod. Yeah, it's just the. Yeah, I can push the headstock and force relief in it, like string tension. So yeah, it's just got its normal settings, which isn't really hurting anything. Not on good stout woods like this. Oh my goodness. Interesting. The cord spacing on these saddle slots isn't bad, and naturally, I mean, I can angle them in towards the sides of the saddle, sort of narrow them up a little bit. Of course, you never want to go too narrow, or the strings just kind of rattle on one another. Well, it makes a big difference at the nut end, though. Man, the cord spacing is really not bad on this. It's pretty encouraging that this isn't a really ham-fisted part. You know, this is pretty great. This is cord spacing is pretty good on this. Nice. This is a huge part of what I need to do, is get guitars back out and be like, dude, yeah, this guy, yep, this will work, yep, this is good, oh, gotta make another one of those. Yeah, man. Excellent. That way I don't hold my friend's guitar captive any longer. Good grief. Encouraging. Alrighty. They never have very unlevel frets because they're pressed into a Babinga fretboard. It's got that all that crazy finish on it. A little right there, but if I push down and put relief, a little bit. Also, it doesn't have the curl. It doesn't have the curl in the headstock because it doesn't have strings up there. I doubt any of that seemingly unlevel fret business is going to be. It's going to be happening with the headstock having the tilt of all that tension. Got this, it's got the small slot head, 12 string, 6. The octave strings are in slots with the tuner sticking out the back. I always thought that's the coolest 12 string. Had difficult to restring, but it's clean. Clean. Nice. All right. More than anything else, I just wanted to get a look at this and confirm that it's pretty sound. I'll have to check the electronics out. I got a feeling they're mainly just going to need pot's cleaned up. I don't think we're, the goal isn't to just overhaul and change a Rick into not a Rick, so. Cool. Put the straight blade back up. Excellent. Yeah, man. No, it's just the noise in the room. Yeah. The audio gate's trying to engage. Ten through 42 set. These will probably be, yeah, vintage flats, yeah. Pyramid gold vintage flats. You don't go chop the ends of these without a 90-degree bend on them. Or just get them through the tuner and in place before anything gets cut. But you have to remember that. Well, I mean, the tuner and all that puts it's really hard 90-degree turns in it, so it doesn't unwind even when you take tension off. It's not great. It's not the greatest, but yeah, I got a feeling I'll be having the tension off and on of this a few times, just to make sure. I may end up touching up a couple of these frets. Definitely going to shine off a amount of oxidation. Pretty gnarly looking. I never did turn on the overhead light. Probably, ta-da with every light. Yeah, man. Electronics, even if I get to the point of having strings on, they're accessible. Trust ride, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nothing standing in the way except me, which is a great big obstacle. You know what I mean, jelly bean. I've got some of the hazy Scotch tape around here somewhere. Where you guys hiding? No, where we are. Here we go. This roll's not started yet, apparently. Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna start at the first fret. Whenever I'm polishing frets, like, I was cleaning up fretboards, which this has got gloss on it, so I'm not really worried about that. I always will buff the board from the bigger frets down. I can hear my accounts payable guy grumbling down the hallway. He sounds like he's plugged into that Smashbox pedal. Oh, I bet, man, I bet. Nice. Ah, that's great. Get ourselves a little bit of tape protection, Need to stick one end to itself here. Well, whatever. We'll get to that. Or get a new piece if we have a problem. Get ourselves a magnet with the steel wool action. Cleaning them up, yo. Which is a big old difference compared to the haze. Not that we've all seen a shiny fret before. Not like that's any great marvel. Sounds like that Smashbox pedal. No. Nice. Shimmity shimmity. Boodly doo, shimmity shimmity shims. Moving on down the way here. Get myself lit up a little bit. Get lit, yo. Getting lit. Kind of a starting place. Shimmity shimmity. Whoopity whoopity. Go groovy. Survey says, shine 'em up. hazy day. That will do just fine. Protecting your fretboard as if the shining brick. And of course I've nice clean sticky on the ends. Stick it to the neck like as it does. Well, also because the jackass performing this stuck it down like it was going to get away. There we go. Just stick the edge down, don't stick the whole thing down. This will be a good starting place. Which I must say, there's one major flaw in the order that I'm doing things. I need to pre-shape the bottom of this new nut, which means I'm going to be laying that surrogate string dull straight blade across those frets that I'm polishing up, which is going to put dings, like little superficial dings that I'm going to have to polish again, which means I have to put tape back on and polish it. It's like, yeah, I'm seeing something I missed there. But they're so dirty. I want to make them not so dirty. I guess it's I'm past the part where I'm going to be using that anyway, so I might as well keep on. At least they're not so disgusting looking. I feel better about that. Sometimes the frets are that cruddy, you feel debilitated. It's like I can't function with frets this cruddy looking. I can't go on, the frets are too dirty. How do you think with the dirty frets? Nice. Totally nice. We will revisit the nut heights and all that in a little while. Mm. Beautiful. Let me get the first pieces of tape in a bit, which is what you do with a very cheap material like the tapes. Oh yeah, that one actually tore a sliver, and of course I was not going to use that side again anyway. But that's definitely an indicator like, hey, time to re-up, dude. Get yourself some more tape. Sacrifice the cheap material protecting the fretboard. Get another piece. It's okay. Let's do it now. How? That sounds like a great idea. Why wait when you can do it now? And I'm gonna get longer pieces and put a fold on the end, so I'm good to go. So that goes. Takes care of that. Start down just enough to do the trick. Yes, sirree. Weird little pieces. Materials. Oh yeah. Groovy. I think we got enough chord to. Let's play the looking game. Put the light back here. Get some space. Get this line. Of course, it does not want to. Does not want to comply. alternate the sides of the tape I'm using. Stick down the corners. Yeah, man. Wow, that's got too much detail in the background than it wants to look at instead. Often the case. So often is the case. I don't know if my hand will fit in there with that close, but that's kind of, yep, not quite. Around. Shooby-dooby-doo-ba-da. Shooby-dooby-doo-ah. Za. All the different looks of it. It's silver, it's black, it's whatever it wants to be. It means whatever you want it to mean. It keeps like, I'm gonna have to use longer pieces and wearing out the edge, using it like the same general length. Like I'm saying, tape is a very cheap commodity. We can freshen up every couple frets. I have trouble with that one. We're just gonna say, hey, you're out of here too, buddy. Time to get fresh. Nice. Come on. Electric, static, whatever. Let's stick. So we got a piece long enough that I could stick this end to itself if I need to. If it does separate, I can pull it accordingly. The part that separates, I'll have a dedicated unstuck bit that I can get loose. Let's do that to this one. Same general idea. Not too caught up exactly where to tape it. Exactly. Exactly. I think the sticky will leave leave anything behind on the clean fret. That remains to be seen. It sees detail in the background. It's like, screw you, I want to look at the thing back there. It's like, I don't want to look at what you wanted me to look at. It's like, no, I don't wanna. Ah! It's so funny. I don't have to do anything you say. I'll do what I want to do. Like, fine. Evil bastard. That is the general look we're going for. Alternate sides of this tape I'm using. Wow, I'm definitely blowing this tape up pretty fast. Let's just go ahead and start fresh again. I mean, they're really cruddy. I'm having to really push, which is eating up the cello tape, which is super cheap, and it's there doing its job. Much rather mess up some cheap ass cello tape than the Rick finish. I think we all can agree with that. I think that makes pretty good sense. Alright, let's... Beetle deedle bee, shitty bee bow. Nice. It's so flippy flappy. Which is okay, you know. Doing our thing. It's so flappy. Stick the corner down a little bit, nothing crazy. Yeah, that should do it. It's so flappy. Ugh. Swamp bras make me want to play my pedal again. Make it see heavy metal. Heavy metals. Metal. Heavy metal. Play a guitar. Just want to play a guitar, you guys. Of course, meedling on the guitar won't get people's guitars done, and it don't pay shizzats in this context. So we'll keep on getting the people their guitar for the moment, and I'm going to turn this around because I got a feeling it's going to tear again. I'm also starting on a fresh edge. Corners down a bit. Yeah. This one also I'm going to turn around now because I got a feeling it's about to give it up too. Start with that fresh edge. Good, cool. Yeah. Fox, rocking your junk. Swampy, I think my guitar variety show here could use some pyrotechnics or something. Occasional firebomb. Digital graffiti's just not cutting it. We need some cannons in here. That would bring some excitement. Now there's you some points redeemed, like randomly giant, loud ass graffiti it goes off. Kadoosh! Motherfucker! It's like, yeah, get your Warner guy before we do that shit. Well, now that would be fun, right? Oh, let's just start with some fresh pieces. I don't even. Oh, see, tearing right down the middle. Get that out of there before it leaves its ugly mark. I'm having to bear down on these because they're so corroded. Corrodicus. I want to mix that smash box with another sounder, like my have it like on the left, and then my stone amp I normally play with on the right. It sound cool together because you'd have the articulation of the attack of my plexi sound, and then that the smash box. As long as you got the phase right, you could blend them together into one sound. Yeah, well, that's my goal. It's just trying to be able to. I got a Helix sitting on the floor right there. I could play 4 amps at once if I gonna get my head out my ass and plug it in and dial up the tunes. I had the hardest time figuring out how I want to listen to that thing. I mean, I know I've had the USB plugged in and all that, and I've got HX Edit and all that, but I'm just trying to figure out how I want to reference it. Well, one, stream audio, how I want to send it as my stream audio, and then how I monitor and listen back. I guess as far as if I'm wearing cans, just funnel it to those, but you have to do it a certain way, or you have hey, what's happening, Perpin Turts? It's the Perpin Turts. Oh goodness, got a Rick being ricketatious, and you can tell it's a 12 string. The slot, the octave strings are got the tuners sticking out the back. Yeah. And yeah, man, cruddy old frets, man. These are the ones that are left. Some of them others is the shinies. These are the cruddies. Get that light behind there so it can. Whoa! It's like, dude. Whoa! It's like a solar flares. Oh. Nice. Totally nice. It play good hard. It's a pretty good hard. It'll be fun to play. It sounds, how can you beat a Rick 12-string sound of Rick pickups and I think I'm gonna fold this one over. I'm just not gonna use it too many more times. Goodness. Get up off my butt. Get off the butt. Stick on the dick. Get off the butt. Stick on the dick. Yeah. Just protecting the Freddy board finish. Protecting the Freddy board finish. It's a Freddy board. Don't have to be perfect, just gotta protect it. Get my light shining. Oh, that's too far over. I don't want that far over. You might not be able to see, but I can freaking see because there's actually light shining on it. There we go. Zappovic. Let's get a different sampling of what we're doing. It can't decide what it's looking at. Whatever. Hazy focus. Working on a fret. Doing a thing. Make it real nice. Nothing to see here. Keep your steel wool wrapped around a ceramic magnet, you don't get filings in your pickup. And this isn't a strong enough magnet to affect that. It doesn't care, but it keeps this crap out of the pickup. Which is, you know, pretty important. All right. Shimmy Cocoa Pops. It's so flappy. But, you know, we're not tearing stuff up. That's the idea. To get down on that one quite as hard because it's not really played out or dinged up down there, except for just the picking hand banging the strings into it. Really hasn't left any marks. I got some of the torn off tape, worn out pieces sticking on things. Sticking on things, sticking on things. Yeah. Shoo-ba-doo-ba. Got a little in there, not really rolling off the end very. Mo better. Too many pieces of tape for the last fret seems like a pain, but it's going to be necessary because those pieces are shot. And this stuff ain't that expensive. Alright, gonna mess with folding it, the ends on itself, because I'm not going to be pulling it off except one more time. You stick it on the bird, the fretboard, and that'll be that. Put it on ends. Keep it out in my perlisher. Nice and nice. Fucking Martin trim in my like John Petrucci 5070 today. I never use it, and it makes recording at night because your pitch is never exactly right. Always kind of wavering a little here or there. I hear you, man. It's what you gotta do at some point. Another trick I do, I haven't worked on that specific tremolo. I don't know. I never have worked on a John Petrucci Ernie Ball tremolo. I like how the top of the bridge goes over the saddles. But on a lot of floating bridges, I'll take a little bit of like neoprene foam. Whether you get it from like little bits of workout mat or children's toys or an old flip flop, whatever. It was made a good, I think, pretty block for guitars. So get some. Oh hell, there you go. You can get exactly what you want that way. But sometimes I'll put foam at the back of the bridge, especially if it has enough overhang in the recessed route that there's actually some front like face forward ledge behind it. Sometimes bridges are they're so close to the tremolo block hole that there's just nothing there. But I'll put them where the foam kind of pushes the bridge up, and you tighten the springs so that it's against the foam, and it will still vibrato, and it'll still pull a little sharp, but it makes it way stable. It won't, of course, it won't warble. You can't do the warble thing, but you can't do that with block trim anyway. But it allows you to have all that kind of movement. Depending if it's light strings or not, and how much spring tension, you can even do drop tuning on the like if you were playing standard, you could do drop D, and it doesn't really mess up the other strings as long as it's tightened up against that foam pretty hard. But you know, it takes some practice getting that arrangement to work. Every guitar's different too. The way the tremolo resides on each guitar is a little different. It works really well with like Floyd's because the foam, you can just push it under the little springs that hook under the lock screws. The intonation's set by the slots in a Floyd Rose, but the fine tuners, they mostly sort of live around the same height angle. And that foam pushes on the back of that and holds it from just being like a trampoline, you know, it's just not so boing, open spring. And if it pushes the bridge up a tiny bit in standard, like basically runs your tuning flat, you basically just tighten the springs until you're back in tune and it has pressure against that foam. I mean, experiment with that. You can also do a small shim lock block on the front edge, especially at that type bridge. You can do temporary ones with little blocks. Yeah, use them. Lock it off, man. Be done with it. That makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to remember how the Petrucci trim, I guess it's just a 2-point knife edge, kind of like a Godo, super high quality. Those are really nice bridges. They work really well. Mm. And I guess you're not going to be too concerned about the knife edges and changing strings, so you just have to be careful like where you put stuff, because if you put stuff between the body and the tremolo block in the wrong place, the springs will make the bridge pop up, and it screws up the knife edges of the tremolo. Basically starts ruining the tremolo. Yeah, man. Zip it, man. Shove them back up. Yeah, okay. We're mostly mustard represent right now. If anything, if we were to give a shout out, it would be the home team, I think. I'd be like, hey, have you guys ever checked out Mustard Network? We all belong to the Gamer Guild Mustard Network. It's good times. You guys should check it out, 'cause it's mustardy. Oh, the dust is so dust. Oh, the dusty. Yes, sirree. The crud finds its way between things. There he is. He's back. Like I said, man, this is the Mustard Represent Hour. We're mustarding it forward. Everybody can just be so mustard, or they could just tolerate mustard. They don't have to be mustard. They can just tolerate it, because it's a thing, man. It's like it's happening. Mustard style. It can't be stopped. All right, what would a person do next with this fine diddly dibblets? All right, one of my next goals is going to be getting the height of this nut material closer to the height it needs to be without having the top of it sticking way up above the strings, which I could start fiddle farting around with that just with a sanding block. I think I've got I could probably just get a strip of sticky sandpaper, just another. I might just tear off a strip off of the roll sitting over here. I might just stick it to the table so it's right in front of me. Oh man, now I've got like a little bit of the stuff like I use with the fret bar, the skinny pieces. In this context, I would choose to just peel off a crude bit. Stick it right here on the table. That'll give me something to start shaping this thing the way that I want. It's very coarse and it will not take long. Guess I better get my ugly old LED light up in the mix here. Alright, let's have a scratch off the burrs here. Have a look at our height in relationship to, let's put this over here for the moment. Raise that up where we're kind of at least having an overview of what we're doing here. I need my straight blade back. Overview of the height. Like a weird graphic. Well, not from plastic. Didn't have a graphic has like a kind of like a glass chime sound to it. This is just plastic. Not too stoked on this material, to be honest. But it's what we got. What he provided. And we'll know what he paid for it. I'm sure somebody was selling it as a graphite nut. This thing's nothing but plastic. Using the trick blade as a circuit string so I can kind of and I'm pretty close to the height on the low sixth string. It's gonna be a challenge at this point to stay off of the height. I'm not taking any more off of the bass side. Let's not suck it up into the vacuum cleaner out of the back. Yeah, man. Plastic burrs out of our way. A little off the middle so it will actually sit pretty level. Which, to be honest, is way too easy to remove. They're soft. I'm gonna have to be careful with these nut slots, and hopefully the string it'll not wear it up too fast on them, but I don't have a lot of confidence in it, to be honest. It's just too damn soft. I kind of remember us conversating. I need to go ahead and start calling them powwow about it. It's Violet! Yay! Thanks for coming on by. We're just fiddling with the guitar. Pretty 12-string guitar. Let's have a look and see what our hype is doing. Yeah, getting pretty darn close to where it needs to be. Pretty darn close to where it needs to be. Let's continue. I'm going to use the tried and true razor blade to do a little bit of shapy doodles. Alright about that. Yeah. Having another survey as to what we're looking at here. See our height. I should get a quick feel of this bottom of this ledge, that it's completely clean. Yeah, it's got some garbage glue left over from past adhesion. Let's get my little file chisel going. Knock 'em out! That took so long, but I think I've fixed my piece of well. Heck yeah! No hammers needed, yay! Yeah, that's when it's not hammer time. For reals. Let's see. Yeah, I think the one I want's over here. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this one. Nice and sharp. Sharpity burpity. cleaning off the glues, cleaning off the glues. Don't let it give you the blues, cleaning off the glues. Oh yeah, so nice. Get that crud out of there. Much better prospects. Yay! To the broken man. To the broken man. To the broken man. Monkey Bone Inc. Monkey Bone Inc. He can entertain you with his gaming on Monkey Bone Inc. Oh yeah. We're in the boom. The monkey boom. It's the monkey. It's monkey boom. Hell yeah. Alright. Good. Ready for sabbatical. Feeling better about that. Square off that bottom, make sure we don't put anything sticking up in our way. Give it the old toothbrushes. Bamboo toothbrush. In this case, it's a guitar brush, but you know, it's a piss poor toothbrush. All you can feel is like wood grain poking you in the mouth. That's the worst toothbrush ever. So we just call it a guitar brush. Make coffee! Yeah, man. Been up since 6 a.m. Oh, man. Yeah, that schedule. I was just telling Gamer Dan because he was like super tired. He probably had coffee, but I'm just talking in general. But as the same, as we get older, man, we using me's. We have to stay on kind of a schedule, like just set up a circadian rhythm so we can get healing sleep when we do sleep. Yeah, that way you, I don't know, feel like doing things the next day, getting it done. Means that gotta play some games. Yeah, man. Always good things happening, stuff going on. Stream. Playing the games for the peeps. Let's look at how things are shaping up here. I think it's doing better. Alright, let me test this height again. Get well above. Get a more honest survey. My height here. Make sure I get the right part of. Yeah, my height's good from here. I'm right down there though. When I get. Alright, let's see the rest of it. Way above where I need to be down there. Alright. Okay. Gotcha. Nice. Got that going on. Good. I take those that make me sleep. So when I want to sleep, man. Boat reels. Reminds me of Richard O'Brien, like in Dark City movies, like sleep. You'll go sleep. He's the one that, good grief. Can't remember the character's name in Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's kind of the humpback one, sort of like the butler as Richard O'Brien. He also basically wrote the music for that whole rock opera. What is the stop? Going to bed shortly here. Minutes. Since 5 to 20. Oh man. Yeah, goodness. You get tired, man. It's like sometimes you just gotta go to bed, man. You just gotta get the rest when you're needing the rest, because just ends up cutting into your reserves of your health. Like it may be a backward schedule, but man, if you can get the rest when you're needing it, you don't get near shot down. Because there's a certain amount of exhaustion and stuff, so we can't ever get back. I mean, ideally you want to be on a good schedule and setting your circadian rhythm so that you have the best healing and the best rest. Your burning chemicals, everything's tripping in the right time, and you can heal and have growth hormone and all those good things. But when you're exhausted, you need rest. That's all there is to it. When it's time to sleep, it's time to sleep, man. Really, nothing else will do you. Nothing else will do you better than just to get that rest you're needing. It's like, and it's not that hard whenever. Man, those weird theta wave things going on where we can't. Oh, I can't sleep. You know, where you're in one of the up cycles of your theta waves, and but man, then God, you should get into a deep enough sleep you can't wake up. So that's your body trying to repair things. Alright, that's as low as I can safely go on that. I think I actually have the right shape, the way it's sitting, to be able to glue in place. Shadooby dooby. Thinking about putting down a little bit of a bed of hard adhesive Why would I get tired? Nope. Can't say anything. Can't say anything wrong with that. Let's say if you are able to get good illumination, then that's also positive. That's a good thing. Yeah, man. Alright, let's see what we got. I want to see what on the case what notes I have written on there. So, that is all I have being said back. Yeah, I guess I'm not too well briefed on my Beavis and Butthead anecdotes. Not that well, anyway. Not that I would quote them in real life that much. Yeah, that's another scenario. AS has an affinity for such things. I dare say that must as well. Words to live by. Alright, what we got going on here? Oh, Amazon's trying to get me to spend Father's Day money on Dad's been dead since 2008. Or somebody's father needs some stuff. Well, let's clear all those notifications because they're all do not apply in this case. So much junk email, garbage, definitely garbage. Sounds like garbage, but I don't know. I'll check this. I'll actually go to the app and check it. Don't need that. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll have to see what I got going on. Don't need that. Don't need that. Vintage guitar subscriber rewards. It always is just telling you other interesting ways for you to spend money. Funny how that works. Garbage. Oh, cool. Long one about a thing. Another guitar, another luthier. Yeah, I'll have to. We're reading now. I am charged. I don't need that plugged in. Let's have a drink of water. Pretty interesting stuff. Are you Big John's Guitars to Denton, Texas? I first thought of possibility that the bass side needs more relief than the treble side after reading through an article on your website. If so, absolutely genius concept. Totally changed my perception of fretwork. I am having I'm having an effect on the world. That's good to see some kind of feedback. That's saying something. It's crazy to me. Speaking to me, you were the first person I saw who had a concept of fretwork that went beyond leveling and respected guitar as this print's not very big. Oh wow, I can just make it bigger. Wow, it's hard to keep my place though because it goes off the sides of the phone. Alright, back down to where it'll fit. Okay. Had a concept of fretwork that went beyond leveling and respected the guitar as an instrument with 6 very different strings with different requirements. I'm about to go on a huge rant. I'm obsessed with fretwork. Well, it's easy to do because it makes such a huge difference. I'm gonna spitball some ideas. But see, this has appeared. This is somebody that gets it. Like decided wants to talk about it. Like this is a YouTube comment. I mean, this is like crazy. I'm kind of silly because I can actually here, let's switch up. Let me just put phone to sleep and let's go to our browser and wake up that one and add open another browser, which we are going to go to. It was a YouTube comment, so we should be able to go and look at the bell and go see the whole thing. I said absolutely brilliant, and it's a carbon fiber, like the fret bar things that I use. Oh goodness, I've covered up that camera. Anyway, the fret bar thing that I use, this is heavy. He made wood on a little I-beam of carbon fiber, so it's super light, super rigid, and thin. Like just gets under the strings. Super nice. Very specific tool for this specific job. Alright, we can do read more. That way we can get into this. Absolutely genius concept, and it totally changed my perception of fretwork many years ago when I first read that article, I believe titled Fretboard Contouring. Yeah, I mean, I wrote that back in 2008, 2009. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Incredible concept, revolutionary. You were the first person I saw who had a concept of fretwork that went beyond leveling and respected the guitar as an instrument with 6 very different strings with different requirements. I'm about to go on a huge rant. That's why I got on this larger format so we could read this together. I'm obsessed with fretwork and I'm going to spitball some ideas, but I do have a lot to say. I would love any input you have. If you have the time to parse through anything, yeah, I'm gonna have to give him my Discord so that we can. And we'll literally get on and do Discord, stream a Discord, having an open discussion about it. I think that's good content. People that are interested would be interested. So it's interesting either way, whether you get it or not. It's good stuff. It's a big deal to us, and making guitars play good. All right. Parse out a sentence or two to critique or offer some of your professional experience. I'd love to hear it. I'm obsessed with fretwork and I won't stop until I've cracked the code exactly, so to speak. And part of my journey is talking to other professionals. So here it goes. Wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! We are. Oh my goodness! We have gotten ourselves into quite. I'm sure this is basically gonna echo many of my concerns that you hear me rant on stream all the time. So here it goes. Back to the bass side, treble side relief difference, fretboard contouring as you invented it. I mean, the idea of carving relief or contours into the frets themselves, you keep it as a trade secret, which I totally respect, but I got the idea to carve a little relief into the frets after reading your article. Yeah, well, it makes sense. I didn't know exactly how you did it. I can read. This is big enough. I can read over here. Oh, I am pretty close to my camera right there. Didn't know exactly how you did it and how you contour the frets specifically. So my own version was simple to carve some relief into the bass side frets, mostly under the E and A string, the two largest strings. It made perfect sense. Yeah, we pretty much left the chat off where we were at. Just checking in. Makes perfect sense that the thicker strings would need more relief compared to the treble strings, and reflects my experience in doing setups and fretwork over many years. That's the thing; it just never ends. The bass side's just rattling because it does not have the curvature that it needs, and it's the only part that needs it. So, yeah, that's why we're going on this rant, and he's reciprocating what I've said many years ago. Never thought of carving relief into contouring the frets or fretboard prior to finding your website and that article. It's big thing with these mini strings, multi-scale guitars and these 8-string guitars. The strings are so loose. Yeah, I mean it's just crazy the difference that can make. Extended range 8-string guitars, for example, always work better with dual truss rods, where you can adjust bass side and treble side relief independently, which they don't really respond to as well as we would like. If you could help that and then adjust it individually, that would be more ideal. He says, coincidentally next I'd measured with a slight twist always work better when they have a bit more relief on the bass side. Yeah, that's just the physics of it. There have been a couple oddball exceptions to this rule. I know all wood resonates differently. They're all basically, each guitar is kind of unique in the way that it resonates. A couple oddball exceptions to this rule that I have no explanation for, but I also don't own a plec machine, and my measuring of the neck relief is not as accurate measurements of entire fretboard. I could show him that. I can show him tricks to. I can read a neck better than a plec because the strap guitar's down so tight in a plec machine. It's not the shape that it is whenever it's free floating in your hands. The way the shape of the neck is. They're not. I mean, when they have the machine, they put it in there too tight. It's distorted it too much, so it's not as accurate as they give it credit for. It will absolutely accurately do whatever it says it's doing, but then you take it out and the neck goes back to the shape it was. It just undid a certain percentage of the work that it did. I mean, that's not accurate. So many rants. I'm just going to go to the next paragraph. Anyway, almost without exception, the treble side can be adjusted pretty much straight with zero relief, just straight across, and without issues. Exactly. I mean, the excursion of the treble strings is like a mosquito compared to the other, which is like just huge. It's just flapping around. Needs more room. And it just compromises the action of the whole guitar, how it plays, and which ends up having adverse effects on your tuning. So annoying. Anyway, almost without exception, the treble side can be adjusted pretty much straight with zero relief and no issues, and the bass side still needs a fair amount of relief to play without buzz. I've done some amazing fretwork and some less amazing fretwork over the years. I own some Rectify Master. Yeah, the katanas are cool. It's a good tool. Yeah, man, thanks for the follow. We were talking fretwork and stuff. This is a comment a guy gave me, and it's a little book. And we're basically just talking shop here. Let me go back to where I was. I've done some amazing fretwork and some less amazing fretwork. I own Rectify Master katana tools. That's basically like that fret bar, but it's long aluminum, and it has a knob in the middle, and it adjusts the curvature of it. But it's basically an I-beam sanding tool like that. It's longer the one he sells. I think he makes shorter ones too, though. Amazing tool. I was commenting on that guy's stuff too. I'm sure I'll have some replies about that. Yeah. Also, standard Stu 8 full-length steel beams to do with the strings off the neck. Yeah, when you want to do a little bit more leveling work, you need a bigger tool. And I'm still undecided, both on tools and techniques. Yeah, I mean, and every guitar is a little bit unique, and as to what it needs done to it. I also posted on the official Luther forum where Hesh from Ann Arbor Guitars has described David Collins' method, which is traditional leveling with the strings off, with the neck straight and full-length beam. It just doesn't represent what the guitar is under tension. I mean, we're trying to get exacting results. You're going to have to do something more exact than that. However, he puts a rest pivot behind the neck, behind the 7th fret, and tilts the neck into a very slight forward bow. Yeah, it's helping. At least you're kind of forcing into it the shape that you're wanting to get. But they're not treating it separately, the bass and treble side. Leaves it straight in the flat and leveling in the middle, then fits it into a slight back bow when leveling the bass side. And at least they're ways of trying it so that they can get some kind of even results, some sort of predictable results. When the neck straightens, you'll have more relief on the bass side and closer to straight on the middle and treble. The idea with forward bowing the neck before leveling. Oh, yes, man, thanks, Sebastian. Yep, basically reading a bunch of YouTube comments. This guy's got a book he sent me. I opened a can of worms, but it's all good stuff. Thanks, man. At least that's how I interpret it. And Hesh, I think Hesh disagreed or explained it slightly differently. Yeah. Let's just show them a thing or two, whether they take the advice. But if we could put one up against the other, I'm pretty sure I know who'd win. That way the neck comes back to the straight. The frets will have some relief actually carved into them. I should give this poor guy my email. This is holy moly, what a I'm gonna push a like on that. I like his initiative, man. I'm like, wow. My goal lately has been refining my methods and tools. Rectify masters. Yeah, I mean the under tension leveling is just get you at least accurate, readable results. Because it's sort of the guitar in the state that it's going to be as played. So you can just make way more accurate work. Came up with the idea of using carbon fiber based on his work. Carbon fiber simply seems like the best material. I would agree with it's light and it does not flex. And can be epoxy coated and leveled on the surface plate an infinite amount of times. If it's not level, simply coat it, trim it up. Makes sense, right? He uses 3-inch and 4-inch and 7-inch length mostly. Though I do have you know what's beautiful about this? You could make them with an actual slight radius in them as well. If you had longer bits, longer widths of it, so that you can kind of stay within the. Well, we're usually shaving specific areas. We're not wanting to do the whole thing all at once. Whenever we get into this refined shaping of the tops of the frets, to get the playability right. But just saying, got some ideas for stuff like that. One of my main issues, he says, is don't have a surface plate big enough to ensure that the longer carbon fiber beams are truly flat. I've tried leveling them with the steel Stumac sanding beams, but not convinced that they're perfectly level. And I mean, the guitar's kind of wavy as well. I mean, nothing's ever quite perfect. These are malleable devices and tools. So we just read it with a accurate straight edge under tension, and I'm gonna share some stuff with him that he'll have some aha moments, because he'll finally be able to close the book on this obsession that he's been after. I do not mind sharing this stuff with people like this that get it and are obsessed like I am. Not something most people can afford. What's this? Yeah, the sanding beams are freaking in the hundreds of dollars, dude. Those things are ridiculous. They're great though. That anodized black finish. Oh, the stick-on sandpaper doesn't leave any goo behind. It just peels off clean. And they work really, really good. They're expensive, but they work good. My usual method is to get the neck straight under string tension and use a full-length leveling beam. I like my personal guitars to be set up with a zero leaf anyway, so that works for me awesome. For other people's instruments, I'll use the katana, but I think you need to be very careful with how you set it up and level with. Yes, you can't just you can't mow a bunch of fret wire off there without checking it with a accurate straight edge, and you have to be able to see it with backlit, and you have to be able to see all of it accurately. That's pretty much the trick. If you're not careful, there's a much larger risk for error. That's right. Using a flexed level. Yeah, I mean you're just not going to be able to do it all the same time with some long leveler. You're going to have to read that stuff, and you're going to have to sneak up on that perfect shape a little bit at a time, and keep reading it and proving that it's, in quotes, perfect. Nothing's perfect, but it's so much better than uber flawed, just mess, just, For now, I've been erring on the side of a straight neck and a full-length beam. My main current issue is how to check my full-length carbon fiber beams for level, which I don't have the ability to do so unless the full-length STUMAC beams are actually adequate. Yeah, pretty damn straight. I mean, they're as straight as you're gonna get, man. I could talk more about spot leveling, which I do all the time, exactly, but I'll cut it here for now. Again, hats off to you. If you already think, yeah, and I am who he thinks I am. Who he thinks I am. Yes. It's confusing. It's a state I stay in all the time, is confusion. Absolutely changed my life and my perception of fretwork forever. And for that reason, I've always regarded you as one of the great guitar tech luther heroes, similar to David Bisawi, who invented the katana. So we will say to him, something with a T in front of it? No. Yes. Sir, it is me. The dingling. Oh, well, I've got text over here. I can see what I'm... That definitely gets a laughing face. Where are my emojis here? I didn't know what else to call it. I have the answers you seek. Let's get ourselves a happy surprise face or whatever, or the excited smiley emoji. Where are you anyway? These are all over the place on this thing. Yeah, let's just do that one. That one worked. Well, yes sir, it's me, the dingling that invented fretboard contouring. I didn't know what else to call it. I have the answers you seek. Oh yeah. I'm literally live streaming reading. Oh goodness, I've hit the caps. I'm terrible at typing. I'm literally live streaming reading this YouTube. On Twitch right now, which will be, in the past when he reads it, but let's do a little, punctuate and smiley face. Let's just, I think I can put a URL. I should just put URL in to the stream. Yeah. Zippy. Let's go. S colon // dot Twitch dot TV / and just big Jones. I am just running into buttons, man. Yeah, nothing else, just lowercase, big John's guitars. Yeah. Yeah, and it gave a URL, a universal resource locator to in the reply. So that's good. All right, man. That's interesting. I wonder if there were any other he was Guitar MD. There's a Necro. Heck yeah, dude. Keep him coming. Yeah. I need to watch more of Morganson's videos. He's posted a bunch of stuff lately. Need to go support him. Check him out. Yeah, 30 Bob. Let's get our song title back on the regular chat screen. Yeah, there it is. That's the song that's playing. Go On. Published in 2022. Yeah, man. Got these cleaned up. I think this is gonna be all right. I feel like a more purpose in life, that I've helped somebody directly like that does this work, and it's made that big a difference in their work and their service, and the service that they're able to give to people, and the playability of their instruments. I have had, that obscure difference in the world, and that's worth something. That's I'm stoked. It's awesome. I guess if anything, it's all I mean, I want to be able to survive and make a living, but I guess more than anything, we just want to leave some kind of a legacy and be recognized or remembered for something. I'm gonna build a little bit of adhesive in here and harden where I was chiseling old glue out, and I just want this to be strong and ready for this, and make sure that it's got a good strong platform to set on when I go to glue this. Oh yeah, I need to go read my notes on the case, see what. I don't think I wrote down that much, but I may have a little bit more reference than I think. Where did I put it on the case? There it is. All right. Install replacement nut. Set up. That's about all I say. The baritone squire's getting the bone nut. God, this stuff should have been done ages ago. That's all I'm doing? Good grief. Stuff just gets left in cases and places, forgot about for way too long, man. It is what it is. Let me get my dashboard selected again. That's a funny emote. That's a good one. Let me put you on the be right back. I got some Let's I gotta pay. You know it, you know that's right. Oh yeah. Work for some reason? At what time? Okay. Oh, right. Yowza, man. I need to make some calls and stuff. I wonder who... Man, I appreciate you guys have been hanging out. I've got at least 10 or 11 people kind of lurking and hanging about. I'll try to send you someplace entertaining and not crazy. Let me go look at here, let's look on my phone. See who's on in my here, let's close that. Let's see. I am Rosen, Belafonte, Steve Forward. I can't even remember who Steve Forward is. I follow him. Look, Rod's on. Just playing games and stuff. Trying to find something that kind of fits our guitar vibe. I don't know. Wow, KCM is playing Diablo 4. You better believe we're going to check that out, dude. I'm probably going to be sending him to his he's one of the people that are lurking, but you know, whatever. Oh. Oh man. 10 years already here. 11 years already there. Alright. Man, thank you so much, guys. Let me get my screen somewhat straightened out over here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Yeah, thank you so much, Doug. And yeah, I'll try to hop back on here maybe tonight. I might do some jamming talk. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's go. This is KC. This is the guy that's helped me with all the stuff. Let's go say hi to him. And plus, it's Diablo 4, which is cool. Let's see what's going on. Thanks, guys. Let's go see him. I'll be there in a jiffy. All right, let's stop streaming on here, man. Thanks for watching this crazy menagerie today. It was having fun. It's cool to get some feedback.